Okay, let's try this again. Technical hiccups, you gotta love them. Today we're doing Final Fantasy Origins for the PlayStation 1. It's an advanced, updated port of both Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2. As you'll know, I'm in a different location, so I can actually read my script this time. It basically takes place in a world with 3 continents. There's apparently 200 years before, the Warriors of Light purified the 4 crystals, which represent Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, though they didn't have heart, yada yada yada, lame Captain Planet reference. And now it's happening again, or could it be that it's happening for the first time? I smell a time paradox! Anyway, the whole idea is you basically go around the world, you collect, you kill the bosses, purify the crystal. I don't know if they were anime cliches back then when it was first released in, I believe, was it the early 90s or 80s? No, let's check out the detail I have on my tech specs. Yeah, 1987 in Japan and 1990 in America. So, yeah, I don't know if they were cliches back then, but there's a floating city in the sky. There's ruins in the desert, there's an underwater city, there's a dying town, there's some caves, marshes, places that I believe are RPG cliches nowadays that might have been new and innovative back then, but I wasn't around back then to be there. You only have 4 playable slots in your character roster, but there are 6 character classes to choose from. You have your warrior. He's your tank. A monk, martial arts expert. Basically, you don't need a weapon on him for him to be kick-ass. Your thief, who is very good with agility and accuracy. Basically, he'll dodge more attacks and he'll be more accurate. Your white mage, aka your medic, always have a white mage. Your black mage, which is your black magic, aka thunder, fire, ice, yeah. And your red mage, the jack of all trades, master of none type character who can cut and kill with a sword, or blow something up, or play the role of medic, though not as well as the white mage. I really like the red mage, and in fact on my first playthrough I had a warrior, a thief, a white mage, and a red mage. And you go through and you slowly but surely unravel the plot, which eventually leads you back in time. You defeat the final boss and you set up a perfect time loop where you're the warriors in the past, and basically that inspired you guys to do this, which circular time loop. Yeah, real, something that Squaresoft, which would eventually become Square Enix, would kind of become famous for, these plots that really give you a headache when you think too much about them. Though to be fair, this Final Fantasy 1's plot is one of the more tame plots of a Square Enix game. Yeah, try wrapping your head around Chrono Trigger, or Chrono Cross for that matter. Your head will explode, and when I say explode, I mean think scanners, just... When we come back, we'll do Final Fantasy 2.